Good evening, one and all. It's Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. We're kind of in a rush tonight. 7 o'clock snuck up on us pretty quick. It is Thursday evening, so our Lake Ontario Radio Club Simplex net will be on 446.125, and I'm the net controller, and 7 o'clock is upon us. Good evening, one and all. It's Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Welcome to the Thursday evening edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club net in Simplex here on 446.125. I'll be your host tonight. VA3IMW is my call sign. My name is Mac, and I'm here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, situated on the West Mountain. It's not really a mountain, it's an escarpment, but it does have us perched on the edge of the escarpment, which gives us good coverage in the area. Well, without further ado, let's see, where are we here? The 26th of March in 2026. I wonder if there's any significance to the 26 and the 26. We'll see. Maybe we'll get 26 check-ins. Hi. So we'll take a quick standby to see if there's any time-sensitive mobile or priority traffic stations. You guys come ahead first. Okay, nothing heard there. So without any further ado, we'll throw it open to anybody with a valid call sign who wants to say hi. It's Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club net, standing by.
Victor Echo 3, Lima Bravo India.
VA3LBI, and I see Bill's also checked in on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, look at my call sign VA3IMW in the search box. Scroll down to the red sticker that says live, and you'll find us right here. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons. Doesn't cost a penny, and it helps us all. Good evening, Larry. What did you do on a beautiful Thursday today?
Well, we did a little bit running around we had to get done, so we got that done, and wife was over to look to the shoe store over there in Upper James. Factory Shoe, I think it is, or something like that. Factory Shoe Outlet or something. Right by the link there in Upper James. Anyways, went there. Came back, started to rain pretty hard, so that kind of washed anything we were going to do outside. So we sat down and went through our taxes and got them filed for today. So that's another year done and over.
Another one in the books. Yes. I got that ahead of me. I just got the last of my documents in the mail earlier this week. I guess the funny thing was we have these super boxes over here, right? And every once in a while, you get somebody else's mail or somebody else gets yours. But our neighbors are good enough to know who we are, and we also have to keep checking our own mailboxes just in case somebody happens to walk something over that was improperly filed. Anyways, looking forward to that task. I'm hoping I did all my planning correctly and don't have to pay the man too much.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Every year I think that I was working and had to do it, I usually ended up owing $10 or they owed me $10, so it worked out pretty well. Once I got retired, it's basically we usually end up getting back. So works out well. Goes back in the bank account, and for the necessities that are outside our normal living, let's put it that way.
Oh, like a new 7300 Mark II?
No, more like eyeglasses.
Oh, well, you gotta stop sitting on the ones you got. No, I realize that from time to time those prescriptions change, and they're not getting any cheaper.
No, that's for sure. I got to go in August, I think, for my exam, and then I'll find out what's going on. Although I don't have any, my eyes aren't bothering me. I just have to go for my normal checkup, and I think at that time I'll get them to see if they can share their records with an optometrist. I'll go in and get some more eye exams and see what my distance is like in my. Although my reading is okay, it might be something to do with the distance. So I'll get them to share the records. Hopefully they will, and we can go from there.
Yes. Sometimes the eye doctors want to be particular on who gets your your results. And realistically, they should belong to the patron, because you're the one that's paying for the whole thing, right? It's not free anymore. And yeah, I know today there's a number of online resources that you can go to and order prescription eyeglasses, but you got to have a copy of your prescription so that you're entering the correct data. Otherwise, it's just kind of a shot in the dark as to whether you're going to be able to see with your less expensive prescription glasses, or whether it's just going to be another waste of money. All right, Larry. So tomorrow is TGIF day, and we'll be looking forward to a quick chit chat tomorrow night at 8 o'clock.
Yep, as far as I can see, everything's good. We'll be able to do that, yeah. And if, Max, you're talking about glasses, the worst part is the actual lenses cost nothing. It's the damn frames that cost so much.
Well, you got to stop shopping for Gucci. Yeah, I'll have to look up a guy I used to work with. He used to destroy glasses. He was just one of those clumsy kind of guys. So he found this place online, where you enter all your information in, and like um, for like 60, 70, $90, you're getting decent glasses, but they're shipped from overseas, right? So you don't have the luxury of an optometrist fitting the frames for you. You kind of have to be a do-it-yourselfer when it comes to that. But they do give you some measurement guidelines, so that you're picking frames that are the right size for your head and things of that nature. So if you're interested, I can look that up for you.
Well, not at the present time. Like I say, the wife just got hers. I'm not going until August to see the surgeon, and then from there I'll wait and see. And obviously, like I say, get the records. I don't know whether I'm going to need them or not. The optometrist will be able to tell me that, I guess, when I get there.
All righty, we'll put that in the wait and see folder. Okay, Larry, very good. Anything else before we go?
Nope. Little radio, nothing too severe. Conditions are a little funny again. Actually, was talking to John YOA via Discord, and I was asking him how the QSB was, and he said it was terrible. He said 1 second he's talking to somebody, it's like 5759. Next thing I know, it's right down in the mud. So it's just all over the place right now. I'm not sure exactly what's happening, but the noise list seems to be up, and so does the QSB seem to be down.
Yes, sir. Yep. And I made contact with Michael not long after you did, before he went QRT. So 20 meters wasn't working too badly. And let's see, the D Expedition is currently working 40 meters on CW, and they're coming in nice and strong. The only thing you got to figure out is how far up they're listening. So you transmit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kilohertz above their signal, and they're able to hear you. That's the only part that isn't easy to figure out. They just say listening up, and typically that means 1 to 5 kc. So yeah, it's a shot in the dark. Be a good chance for everybody to try out their CW skills. I imagine Chuck will be working on CW real soon. His new radio's got a built-in decoder and encoder, so he'll be able to just tell his radio what to say, and it'll tell him what he heard.
Yeah, I haven't even chased them, haven't even looked for them. Like I say, a little bit of radio, that's it. I haven't really spent a lot of time on the radio in the last couple of 3 days. So I'm not sure how long they're going to be in Sable Island. I have no idea.
They're there until the 31st of this month. So that's their term, and they're working 35 different bands. Well, kind of. So they're working CW, SSB, and FT8 on a host of bands, and that gives you 35 potential opportunities to make contact with them. I'm pretty sure there's some guys out there are trying for all 35 for a clean sweep, but I'm not really terribly interested. I made contact with them on 20 meters and 30 meters, and if I get any more or not really doesn't matter. As far as Sable Island being Poda Park, I've already got that in my log, so not really a big deal for me. But I do know that some people are interested in chasing the D-Expedition guys. Anyways, Larry, thank you very much for your check-in tonight. And I don't know. I guess that's about it.
Yep. Okay, thanks, Mac, for doing it. And everybody else listen along there, have a good evening. And I'll listen along, VE3IMW.
Alrighty then. Okay. I see we got 3 watchers on YouTube. I guess that pretty much means there's one more other than Larry and Bill. But nonetheless, we'll take another standby for any RF check-ins here on the frequency of 446.125 since it is Thursday evening. And VA3IMW, that's me, standing by for your call.
Victor Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt. Bill.
Okay, there's 2 in there. I have Bill from Dundas and the Mayor of Grassy. Stand by a second now. VE3IUK, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Mac. Good evening to everyone online. No radio today, was busy with other stuff. But interestingly enough, I think I might have a situation with my antenna here. I went to try to tune up on 80 meters to check into the junction net the other night, and I could not get a flat match. And I noticed that the settings on 40 meters for flat match have changed drastically. So I'm not sure what's going on with the antenna. So hopefully I might see if Chris can come over on the weekend and we'll have a look at it. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but went from last time I checked in the junction net, getting a flat match in less than a minute. Tinkered with it the other night and just could not get a flat. I couldn't get a reasonable match. Nothing below 3 to 1. So something's gone wrong with the antenna.
All right. Hopefully the squirrels haven't taken a liking to it. Maybe they've been using it as a what's that ride? You do the slip and slide down the wire. What am I thinking of?
You mean like bungee?
Well, not quite like bungee. Zip line. Yes, the squirrels are using your antenna as a zip line.
Oh yeah, heaven forbid.
You just got to catch them on the wire, and you key up at the right time, give them that high voltage zap, and then you get some nice fresh squirrel meat all cooked.
Oh yeah. Hopefully tenderized as well.
When they hit the ground, they tenderize themselves. And then we're going to wave a hand to Albert, VA3BT, checking in from Barrie. I trust the rain/snow didn't hamper the day too much for him. Thanks for your check-in on YouTube, Albert. All right, Bill. Well, we'll listen along and see if we can raise Chris. And obviously, you know how to reach out to him if he's not available on the radio. What am I thinking of? Anyways, is it already that late? Maybe. Let's see. Just rain today in Barrie, so that's not too bad. Okay, very good, Albert. I was watching the weather forecast as the map and the rainstorms came in. And just to the northwest of Barrie, there was ice conditions. So looks like you escaped one. Okay, Bill, what else you got for us tonight?
Oh, nothing else that I can think of offhand. If I do, I'll chime in later.
Okie dokie. Thank you very much for your check-in tonight, Bill. And let's bring in Al, the Mayor of Grassy. How you doing tonight?
Doing good, Bill. Or Bill. I couldn't hear Bill. Mac.
Yeah, I heard Larry talking about new eyeballs. Yeah, the wife has a buddy from the bar. He does it for cash. He's legit. He'll bring the case in. He'll put the camera up to your face. You tell him what you want. Bifocals, progressives. The last pair 2 weeks ago, $175 cash. Spring loaded. I can't break them this time. So, anybody needs new eyeballs, get a prescription. Give me an email and I'll set you up.
Well, that sounds like a good source as well. And getting first person treatment is better than buying online and getting cheap, but maybe. All right. I'm sure Larry heard that. Larry, give me a Roger.
Nope, I heard it, yes. Like I say, I'm not due right at the present time, but I will keep it in mind for sure.
Okay. Very good. Very good. What else is going on in the big metropolis of Grassy?
Well, I'm getting bored. I'm ready to go back to work, but I don't want to rush it, but yeah, I hope they do. But I just want 2-3 days of work, and that's all I need. But I don't know, I'm getting freaking bored, Mac.
Got you there. Yep. So you're ready for the 3-day work week and the 5-day weekend.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way. I leave it to the young guns out there to do their thing. I got 47 years. I started full time in 77, February the 2nd. I started in oil. Found out there was gas out there, so shit. I'll go get my license for that. And then I kept the oil, and the TSSA called me and says, Ellie, you want to keep your oil? I said, okay. So I went to Kitchener for 3 days, and they grandfathered me to an OBT1. I didn't want the OBT2. What the hell?
So now you're the jack of all trades and the master of none. I'm sure they value your expertise, and with the sales season coming up, where they put on the push to sell furnaces and free air conditioners, and well, they call them free, but they throw in an air conditioner for the same price. It tells you what the markup is. Boy, oh boy. Anyways, I'm sure you'll be busy enough. Lots to do and so little time.
Don't fall for those ads, Yeah. I seen one for 2,200. AC and first. What? Not happening. Don't say I said this, but Bustra, yeah, worst criminals on earth. There's everyone less, they're even worse. So, you want a good deal, give me a shout.
Absolutely. So there we got 2 deals coming out of Grassy. Get your glasses for cheaper than most. And if you're into furnace and air conditioner installations, give Al a call. And if you don't reach him by any other means, send him an email at solarnewbie something or other. All right, Al. Good to hear from you. Enjoy your dinner tonight. I trust the good woman's at home to take care of you.
Oh, yeah. Always. You want my email? Get on my keywords that call sign. You'll find me.
Absolutely. Yep. I got you on speed dial already. Thanks so much for your check-in tonight, Al. A nice solid S9 signal coming out of halfway to nowhere. Certainly appreciate it.
All right, people. 7-3. Enjoy the evening. VA3IMW.
7-3s. Thanks again. This is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey, standing by for the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. It's 7:19, and we got lots of time for you. Come on in and say hi. All right. While we're waiting for others to wake up from their old man naps, we'll make a couple of announcements. Just a reminder, the third week of April, likely the 17th, Saturday, and likely the park, Valens Conservation Area, getting together for our spring group activation, which coincides with the Parks on the Air Support Your Parks weekend. So still looking forward to any other feedback, suggestions on alternate park locations that might be better for a multitude of people, or a preference for the Saturday or Sunday as the intended day of activation. The other thing I want to remind you of, our friend VA3X-Ray Victor continues his daily 80-meter net on 37.60 starting at 8 p.m. Randy has a fairly decent setup there, a great listening antenna. He's able to hear a pin drop on 80 meters. And for us that live in the urban noise, we really envy him, but nonetheless, if you're able to tune up your antenna, whatever it is, on 80 meters, give it a try at 8 o'clock and say hello to Randy. Tell him Max sent you. Anyways, we'll take another standby and see if we got any other check-ins for the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Come on in, say hi.
V3IUK recheck.
All right, so we have a recheck out of Dundas. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, just a quick comment, Mac. I'm wondering if there's any place after we do our activation at the park for the event, if there's Tim Hortons or something like that near there in case folks want to meet after.
Well, let me think here. So for me, getting to Valens means a trip out Highway 53 to 52 to what I believe is called Peter's Corners, the intersection of 5, Highway 52, and another. There's 3 roads that intersect there. And I guess there's going to be some people that are coming up from number 5. And there's a couple of options for restaurants and things of that nature in that area. And not much else. But I think the park location itself may serve as a decent spot for us to relax and repose. So once we go QRT, we have an option of sitting down and relaxing, putting our feet up, and recounting the the activities of the day. We can talk about that as the day gets closer, but Valens is kind of a little bit boonyish, and there's about 6 different ways to get in, depending on what part of the Golden Horseshoe you're coming in from.
Okay, no, that's fine, Mac. Yeah, hopefully we have decent weather. Just food for thought. So, the only reason I was asking, I'm not very familiar with the area, so I thought maybe you would be. So that's okay. Yeah, as you say, we can address that closer to the time. Thanks.
Absolutely. Yep. Of course, we could always try to talk Albert into bringing his big, huge mobile home out there, and he can cook dinner for us in that fancy glamping style.
Oh, wow, there you go. Yeah. I wonder if Albert's a good cook.
Well, I guess he's a better cook than Al, right? So, and Al hasn't killed himself for the days that he's had to feed himself. So, I guess there's hope for all of us.
I love it. Okay, yeah, thanks, Mac.
Yeah, there's. I know that I do also have a propane camp stove, so there's an opportunity to brew up some tea or coffee for anybody who's interested. I know the last time I tried to cook a big urn of coffee off of a 12-volt battery in an inverter, the battery lasted just barely long enough to perk the coffee, and then my inverter went squawk and said it didn't like it. So probably not quite enough power to keep that going. But lots of other camping gear and other things that we can bring out to the park, depending on what we want to do. If everybody wants to have eggs and sausages, or we can plan on barbecuing sausages and bringing buns and condiments, having lunch. And it's a BYOB, so get your own.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Oh, no, that actually sounds good. So maybe we can throw that idea out as well. I kind of actually like that. It's just, I think, hopefully we're going to be into nicer weather towards that time of the month, and might as well make a good day of it. So I like that.
All right. I thought of a really bad joke because you said that time of the month, and I'm not going to go there. All right. Thanks a lot for your interjection there, Bill. Anything else before we make another call?
No, I better leave it alone before I really put my foot in it.
Yep. If it tastes like, never mind. Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Come on in, say hello to us tonight. We're standing by for you.
VA3 DCS.
See, I knew there'd be somebody coming in there eventually. How's Dave doing, and what's your camping plans for the beginning of the year? When are you getting your trailer out of Hawk?
Oh, the trailer's probably coming home. Probably the first weekend or last weekend of April. So I can sit in the driveway and I can clean it up, get up on the roof and clean the roof. And actually, I have to pull the cover off the air conditioner, blow it out if there's any crap in there, and as well as the caps over the vents. I'll probably pull those off and vacuum out the vents up top. But yeah, that's it. And then still only have booked the May long weekend from Friday to Tuesday, local here.
Okay, very good. Nice to have plans that have you looking forward to the warm weather when what we're currently putting up with disappears, or we hope pretty much disappears.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and I've also, let's see, what else have I done? Last weekend I got my battery for the radio that I kept in the truck, and I put it on the trickle charger, and it took a day and a half to get full. That was a slow. I kept looking at it. Oh, we're only trickling at 1.5 amps.
So that's a LiPo 4 battery, and you're trickle charging at 1.5 amps. That's going to make it a nice full charge. Obviously, the BMS will not mind the power coming into it at that rate.
Yeah, that's all done, and then I'm trying to redo the electrical, the wire, the power cable from the battery to the radio. Distance is only like a foot, but I've got 10 feet of cable, 10 foot of power cable. I'd kind of like to shorten that up some.
Yeah, I guess there is some calculation for line loss, but I'm not sure if that really accounts for much when you're pushing like 18.4 volts or whatever. But yeah, it just stands to reason that if the wire is a little bit shorter, has less opportunity to act like an antenna and have RF coming back into the radio.
Yeah, so I'll probably I'll get that all put back in on the weekend. And let's see, truck is going in for new tires tomorrow, since the original summer tires were worn right down. I'd leave the driveway here to go camping, pulling the trailer, and going up Sydenham, and I'd be, if it was a little bit damp, I'd be spinning the back tires.
Okay, well, there's another, somewhere between $1,600 and $2,500, depending on your taste in tires. A good investment in your own personal safety.
Yes, very true. Very true. So they should laugh. Well, these were the original tires. So they were 7 years old. About the time to replace them, anyways.
Roger that. Yep. So, yeah, do your shopping, but I guess there's lots of choices out there. Whether you're going to choose something with a low rolling resistance that improves your gas mileage, but sometimes the extra cost of a tire like that doesn't pay for itself over the life of it. But I'm sure you'll pick something appropriate.
Oh, I have. Yep, I went through, and one was rated for a much quieter, smoother ride, and the one I actually picked was a little bit better for towing. So that's what I went with.
Very good, sir. Okay. And yeah, just remember that the guidelines for tire changes, the government does expect that you're going to have the lug nuts retorqued somewhere between a week and 2 weeks after the tires are changed. And that way you don't have a bouncing tire rocking its way down the road and taking somebody's head off. Anyways, Dave, certainly appreciate your check-in tonight. What else you got for us?
Well, I've got my vacation booked for the trip to Texas in the fall, but we haven't booked any flights yet, because apparently the price of fuel is going to put pricing up on tickets right now, so they say to wait a few months.
I guess that kind of makes sense. And obviously everybody's hoping that this Middle East conflict can come to an end, or at least get to a point where it's no longer artificially affecting our fuel prices. Sometimes I think they create these instances just so that they can mess with our bank accounts.
Well, I'm sure they do. They give money back by reducing taxes, but then they increase everything else to get the money back. Anyways, that's it. We could go on and on and on, but we shouldn't do that. Let somebody else go on and on and on. Anyways, back to you there, Mac. VA3 DCS will be monitoring along, because there's going to be hordes of more check-ins coming.
Hordes, literally hordes. Yes. I can hardly wait to hear from those 3 hordes. All right. Thanks so much for your check-in, Dave. Always good to hear from some more Dundassians. All right. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Standing by for further check-ins.
Hey, Mac, was DCS saying the birds were trying to make a nest in his AC on top of his RV?
No, when he winterizes it, he puts a cover over the AC unit. But there's inadvertently some debris that gets trapped in there. So when he takes it out of storage, he pulls the cover off and then blows all the radiator fins out just to clear any debris, whether it's spider webs, leaves, bugs, rat poop, whatever the case may be.
Okay. I've been fighting with these 2 little birds. I finally caught them this morning. My barbecue. I saw a little twig sticking out of it again, so I lifted the thing up, and the whole damn thing was full. And I seen them, two of them, sitting on the rails, little red ones. I think they call them sparrows. Like their red, red color was, gray like the little guys. I mean, what the hell? Oh, they had it filled right up.
Well, now isn't that isn't that unique? You got a bunch of birds that are living in your barbecue. I guess if you really wanted to be cruel, you just wait till they all go to bed and fire it up. But I'm sure you're not like that at all. Yeah, I try to use mine as frequently as possible throughout the wintertime, and that way little pests and vermin don't occupy it. I do remember opening up the grill one spring and seeing a mouse scurrying to depart. So obviously that's a good opportunity to fire up all the burners and make sure you burn all the crap off before you put your good food in there. Anyways, yeah, it's Mother Nature allowing wild creatures to take advantage of all the things that we leave laying around so that they can house themselves in a little closed-in apparatus like a barbecue. If they can pack in all kinds of leaves and debris and scraps of paper and so on, that'd be a nice cozy place for a bird or some other creature to make a nest in.
Yeah, first time, 26 years I've been up here. Yeah, little birds, we keep cleaning out and they keep coming back. It's kind of funny, but I love nature. Never hurt anybody. My brother-in-law, he's the hunter in the family. You want to come up and line of sight, test out his guns and drop like that. And I said, you ever kill anything in front of me, I'll kill you. But, oh yeah, no sense at all.
Well, I wonder if there's an opportunity to put a birdhouse somewhere in the neighborhood of your barbecue, and that way maybe they'd be more encouraged to utilize a purpose-built facility for them rather than taking over a man-made metal structure. Anyways, thanks so much, Al, and appreciate you sharing. Anything else?
Oh, yeah. Birdhouse. I got that out front. I feed them all winter so they get fed. I got a little water, all that good stuff. So, yeah, I'm right into nature, but all right, I'm going to shut up. VA3IMW.
No worries, Al. Certainly appreciate the input. We keep the net alive this way. All right, taking another standby to see if we have any latecomers. That's Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Standing by for any further check-ins. I guess that means there aren't any more. That's okay. Certainly appreciate everybody popping in to say hi. Thursday evening is a little bit of a tough call because sometimes people don't remember where we are. Congratulations to Al because he remembered that Thursday we're on the simplex frequency and he found us here. And for those of us online, especially Albert and Barry, wishing you a safe trip home tomorrow night, hopefully tomorrow night, and safe travels on the highways and byways of our lives. Until then, we'll wish you all 7.3s. Bring this frequency back to normal amateur use. And once again, don't forget to reach out to Randy, VA3XV, in the Algonquin area. His net starts at 8 p.m. on 3760. 7.3s, one and all. That's how we say goodbye.